fundamental teaching of our Lord Buddha. The basic teaching, one of the basic teaching of our Lord Buddha, the Buddhist Four Noble Truths. The Buddha expounds the Four Noble Truths after he achieved the enlightenment. You may know in India, I don't know how many of you have ever visited India. But for me, I've been there twice already. Before I've been there, I studied the text, and it mentioned about what India is. To find the truth in India, there are many teachers and recluses. They always have their followers, and they said, this way is the truth, that way is the truth. For example, like one group of teachers, they said that the ultimate truth is to give pain to your body. When you give pain to your body, that you start realizing the truth. That is why you see some wanderer or religious teacher, they burn the fire in front of them. They stand in front of the fire without clothes and sometimes in order to give pain and hurt to their body. This is one way of the practice. And they said this is the way to find the realization of the truth. So they overcome the pain, they strengthen their mind. This is one way. According to Buddhism, this is called self-mortification or self-tormentation. You give pain to your body in order to search for the truth. And even some teachers until today, they they roll themselves from the top of the mountain into the foot of the mountain. And they hurt their body, sometimes with the thorn, with the rock. And they say to give pain to your body likewise in order to overcome the bodily pains. And you still keep your mind balanced. This is also another belief. There are many kinds of practice of self-mortifications. In Pali, we call it Attakalamatthana yoga. This is one way they say to realize the truth. Other group of belief, they said that after life, after this life, next life, there is no next life, no right and wrong. So this is ahetuka tate. There is no right and wrong after in performing action. So they commit unwholesome action and evils. They enjoy the sensual pleasure, like the life of the Lord Buddha before he achieved enlightenment. He experienced all the sensual pleasure. His father built 3 mansions to fit the 3 seasons. This is just to glorify and gratify your sense desire. This is one type of belief. And they said no right and wrong. So when the Buddha appeared in the world, he thought that he contemplated, and although there are many beliefs like that, but this is not the right way. This is not the right belief. This is not the truth. And then he found the noble truth. The noble truth, you may know the truth. What is truth is eternal. What is lying is momentary. it cannot last long. So the noble truth number one is the existence of suffering, what we call dukkha sajja in Pali, the noble truth of suffering. The way of the Buddha is different from other way. The Buddha teach and instruct his follower to face with the fact of life, the reality of life. The truth of suffering cannot be escaped, right? Cannot be escaped. When we are born as human being, we have to face birth, old age, sickness, and death. This is the irrefutable fact of life, that nobody can escape from this. When you were born, you grow old. When you grow old, you sick. When you are sick, and then you die. This is the nature of life. No one can escape this. So by understanding this, the Buddha advised the lay people and the Buddhist monk to live with the suffering, to understand the suffering. Since we cannot escape the suffering, we have to live with it. So once you live with it, you immerse yourself with the suffering, and then you understand it. It's just like the snake. When we don't understand the snake, the nature of the snake, we are afraid. But once you know how the snake reacts, how it is, its nature, and then you can live with the snake. Likewise, the suffering. This is the noble truth number one. And according to Buddhism, there are three types of suffering. One is dukkha dukkhang. Suffering, according to the scholar and researcher and our Buddhist principle, the English word of suffering, the meaning is not enough if compared to the word dukkha, essential aspect of life. In life, if we go to extremes, we are imbalanced. For example, you are hungry and you have a lot of food to eat. The excessive of eating, it makes you bigger and bigger. You gain weight. That's the extreme. So this is like sensual pleasure, or like kama sukhalikana yoga in Pali. And if we do not have food to eat, we are malnutrition, lack of food, so we don't have enough nutrition in our body. That's just like extreme left, atta kalamatthana yoga.